He started as the guy there. By the end of the season, he was no longer that guy. The offense didn't seem to fit for him, but it fit perfectly in Tennessee as he led a big-time attack, third in the league in rushing.
Yeah, finishing just shy of 1,300 yards, 12 total touchdowns as well. Now a second down run for Murray. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run with Murray. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Call it a gain of 3. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make check.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeMarco Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Tennessee after this. From the 50, Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. It's picked off by Bryce McCain. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at it.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to let it go again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. So they dump off the pass, get the completion, but couldn't get out of the end zone, partner.
You don't see that very often either, Brandon. A team backed up, trying to complete a pass, but to complete one that's so close to their own end zone that it turns into a safety, that's rare. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
In motion left is right. Now a give. This is Murray. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mariota to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Time running out here on the play clock. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know
go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football? And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Newton now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Well, now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hand. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And it is is incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They come up in an offset eye. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Wesley Woodyard in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Newton now on second down. Looking for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. And before the conversion attempt, we'll get a timeout call by the offense. And that'll leave them with only one remaining in this second half.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Flushed out right. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
They set up the screen for Henry, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And it's 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Play clock winding down. 4th down, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And quickly, they get to the line. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. The hook up here to Harry Douglas. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Mariota now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles? Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing is Mariota. Deep drop. He's going to fire one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Carolina first. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play. Took a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton trying to lay one up deep.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Mariota. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. To throw is Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Mariota, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing here, Newton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? But what you're hoping is that you figure out.
And that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Kelvin Benjamin, 40 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Rodgers' Packers going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina. as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Rolling to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Newton to his fullback, Tolbert. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On first and 10, Newton sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Second and 10. Newton again. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body, back in.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Corey Brown from 21 yards away. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Adams, the man in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big?
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 46 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
Rodgers going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. Rodgers now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to you.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery from 8 yards out. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great play.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On play action, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it's Newton. His throw incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 12 yards and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise.
That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. And complete, right side to Cook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Slot man moves right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the back goes into motion. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal, and now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the ground they go with a running back. Stiff-armed him. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run. This is Lacey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. And now they're in the hurry-up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Adams, the man in motion left. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
The play clock's running down. Rodgers going to throw. Give him 7 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Give him 16 on the pickup. And the Packers are going to have a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads deep. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Rodgers going to give to Lacey on the draw. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A hit he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there now?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and mini camps. We get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
On second down, here's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Caught left side by Funchess. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Now Newton, a dump off here to Stewart. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And they'll get him down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Newton to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Gano's kick is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. K'Wan short in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And instead of punting it away, the offense wants to try to get the first down here on fourth. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Carolina getting set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Stewart is the lone setback. Throwing here. Newton steps away. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Bass stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed in hip-hop, sizzling Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west, now down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, roll those and throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the club with the juice and the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, giants. Shaking through the walls, 'cause we are giants, giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one, and it's done. CNN, this is Ghetto Editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio, platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest, they blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili. Summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this. Before you with this, you better walk jumping off the building up. Yes, oh, got the heat up the show. Face up the thermometer. I'm gonna take full control. Hey, Paul, let him know. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Titans going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, Tannehill flushed out right, and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
From his goal line here, lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Okay, the start.
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.